This is me at the start of 2024. I just finished my electrical apprenticeship, moved halfway across the country to start doing FIFO, making $4,000 a week after tax. I thought I had everything figured out, but after time, I realized something. No matter how hard I worked, my pay was still capped. I was working 12-hour days for 3 weeks straight and then having less than a week off. I was barely seeing my friends and family. I was sick of someone else telling me how many hours I had to do. And I knew that my body couldn't survive this type of job forever. So like you, I started looking for different ways to escape through making money online. All I wanted was to find something that would let me work from anywhere in the world as long as I had internet. Something that would stop me trading my time for money so I wasn't capped anymore. But like a lot of people, I fell for the hype. The make money online hype. I was dipping my toes into every single business model and pretty much found out none of them were as easy as people were making them seem. After a while, through trial and error, I finally cracked the code though. I was able to leave my job and start making more than my old FIFO wage from my couch from a different country when I was with my family. Fast forward today, I haven't seen a job site since. I've been able to travel around the world while making thousands of dollars, give back to my family, and really just sort of live the dream I was kind of after in the first place. In today's world, making money online has been made out to be this mysterious thing that you need to go see some fucking old wizard for advice for. And that's exactly why I'm making this video, to share with you exactly what works, all the mistakes I made so that you can get the same results as me, if not better. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to put any bullshit on this stuff or sell you some dream. This is going to be hard. This shit takes commitment, it takes dedication. You've got to learn to fail. You've got to learn to step out of your comfort zone, which for most people is a really hard thing to do. If you're going into this thinking this is just going to be easy, it's going to be cruisy, fuck off now, right? It's not going to work for you. I'm pretty much going to be running through all the real skills that you need to learn to make this shit successful and actually go well. Explaining everything so it's not this cloudy fog of like the big make money online world. How does everything work? It's going to be really clear for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So number one, the first thing we need to understand is how do these businesses online actually work? I've got a little graph here for us. Pretty much everything on social media starts from some sort of business. This could be an influencer, this could be an actual business like Coca-Cola or someone that's really recognizable, but we started a business. Businesses put out marketing which generate leads or customers, right? From the leads, they get sent to a link and then they get closed and then they get the product. Pretty simple, right? We should all know this about a business. There's a business that's got a product, they put out advertising, they get people interested, people buy it. Simple, right? With a lot of stuff going online now, there are two types of products. There's a digital product and there's a physical product. Physical products are things like t-shirts, energy drinks, a hardback book, shit that rocks up in the mail, you have it, you physically have it. Digital products though, is pretty much everything that doesn't rock up in the mail. These are things like ebooks, apps, software, services, things that you physically don't have to send off to someone to get the value out of it. Mentoring, e-learning, all this sort of stuff is a digital product. From those physical and digital products, we now have to understand that there's two different types of them. We got high ticket and low ticket, which is pretty much just fancy ways of saying expensive and not expensive. High ticket is anything above $2,000. Low ticket is $2,000 down. So a high ticket physical product could be things like boats, cars, jets, all that sort of stuff. And then a low ticket physical product would be something like a t-shirt. A high ticket digital product would be something like services, coaching, mentoring, e-learning, all that sort of stuff. A low ticket digital product would be something like an ebook. It could be services as well if you've got a cheaper service. A bunch of different things, right? Those are our different types of products, right? The next thing we have to understand is how attention is the new currency. If you can learn to get attention, it is currency. Why? Because where eyeballs go, money flows. In the past, the way to get a lot of eyeballs would be things like advertising in the newspaper or advertising on TV. But now everything has shifted over to, obviously, social media. That's where everyone's spending their time. That's where everyone's getting millions and millions of eyeballs on them every single day. So that's where, obviously, all the money is. Pretty much everything on your algorithm right now is an ad for something. Whether it's an ad for someone's personal brand, whether it's an actual ad for a product, doesn't matter, right? They are harvesting your attention. You think it's for free. No, it's not. People are paying for your attention to get things in front of you. Now, with this graph that I've got here, right, this is an example of a low ticket business, right? Once we get the leads, we can just send them to a link and they will close themselves and then they get the product. With a high ticket product, things over $2,000, we have this sort of setup. So obviously we've got business, we've got marketing, we've got leads or customers, whatever you want to call them. Then it's setup, then to a closer, then they get closed, then to a product. Because we're dealing with a high ticket product, an expensive product, we can't expect people to just click on a link and then buy it, because they want to know everything about it. They want to know if they're actually going to get the value for it, which is fair enough, you know, it's expensive. They'll probably have questions about it. So this is where setters and closers now come into play. The way it sort of works is a business and influencer, they're putting out marketing, they're getting thousands and thousands of messages every single day about this product. The business owner does not have time to talk to everyone because he's busy with marketing, maybe he's busy with the actual product, making sure people get the value out of it, whatever, right? So they hire people like setters who come in, talk to all these customers for them, figure out who's keen, figure out who's not, book the people that are keen and are qualified on with a call with the closer, so the closer can then close the deal, I guess. The way setters make money, and pretty much all sales works, is they take commissions, right? You're not getting paid off an hourly rate anymore. A setter would normally take about 5% commissions of the deal. So if you're selling a deal that's $10,000, which is a pretty common high ticket product, you would make $500 every sale. So for an example of what a setter would actually make in a day, you'd probably talk to 100 people in a day. Only 50 of those people are qualified. Out of that 50, maybe only 30 are keen, so you send them links, and then maybe only 15 of those 30 people actually book a call. A normal closing percentage is about 30%. So if you book 15 people, you're probably going to close 4.5 people, which means you just made over $2,000. All from sending text. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to put your face anywhere. This is one of the first ways I started making money online. And what I'm going to do is leave a link in the description where I go into setting in way more detail, how to actually start those jobs, how to actually do it, all that shit, right? Because we're not going to get into too much into this video. We're just understanding how everything works. The next thing we've got is a remote closer. Now, a remote closer is someone that obviously hops on calls with all these prospects, with all these customers, talk to them, figure out if the product's actually right for them, close the deal, collect the cash, and then deliver them the product. Closers, because it's more of a harder job, you have to use more sales. It's face-to-face. We're using our mouth. We're not actually just texting anymore. They normally get paid anywhere between 10 to 15% per deal. A closer doesn't have to do any setting. He doesn't have to do any of that sort of stuff. He just has booked calls of people that are qualified, ready to buy, people that want the product, and he just hops on calls with them, talk to them, answer any questions they have, obviously close the deal. There are hard bits about it, you know, don't get me wrong. This isn't just like, hey, how are you? Buy the product too easy. There's sales involved, there's fears you have to overcome, all this sort of shit, right? It's not an easy job. It's an actual skill. But they take 10%. So just say you wake up, you've got 10 calls booked. Each call goes for about 45 minutes. The normal closing percentage is about 30%. It's a $10,000 deal, which means you're probably going to sell 3 people minimum, which means you just made $3,000 in a day from wherever the fuck you want. You don't have to post content. You can be in Bali and do this job. You can be in Switzerland and do this job. You can be in Dubai. You can be wherever you want. Great. After I was a setter, I moved up into closing and replaced my FIFO income. This is the actual way I replaced it when I first started. It's a great job for someone like I mentioned before that doesn't want to show their face. They don't want to post content. They don't want to do any of that sort of shit, right? This is a great job for that. And I'm going to leave a link in the description. Obviously, breaking down closing, how to get those jobs, all that stuff you need to learn because we're not going to be getting into it like setting. But this is obviously how everyone's sort of making money online, how the basic business works. Now, in this track around here, right, even with the low ticket as well, there are so many different little steps for all of this to happen that businesses are automatically trying to offload that you can start mini businesses within. So I'm sure you've heard of something like SMA or freelance brand scaling if you heard of brand scales. Between the business and marketing, there are so many different little steps. There's ads, there's organic content, there's scripting, there's editing, there's actually filming, there's ideation, all this shit, right? There's so many different little steps that can happen, especially on a bigger scale. The business needs to offload it. You can't do everything yourself. So when you just learn one of these skills and get really good at it, you can offer that service as a digital product to different businesses. Or if you're someone that's really good at AI or really good at figuring out systems, or you're a good team leader or anything like that, you can be within the product as well. You can help with systems, you can help with data collection, you can help with all these different things. Or if you're someone that's really good at AI or really good at figuring out systems, or you're a good team leader or anything like that, you can be within the product as well. You can help with systems, you can help with data collection, you can help with all these different things that businesses can't do by themselves. Or obviously the main thing, you can start your own product, you can market your own shit, you can get other influencers to market your own shit, whatever, right? And do it all yourself on a smaller scale, and then grow your business over time, and you'll have to hire people and get bigger and bigger. But I want to make it clear, all these little things, if you're thinking about starting any sort of service for a B2B offer, you need to know setting and you need to know closing. Why is this? You also need to know marketing as well. I forgot to mention that. But why is this? If you can't get your name out there with marketing, you can't start a personal brand, you can't get content, you can't make, these businesses know who you are, how you're going to sell them. Yes, we can outreach them, but eventually we just want people coming to us. It's going to be way more profitable, right? So we need to learn marketing. We need to get good social media. We need to know how to grow a personal brand, right? Once we get these people and they know who we are, what's the next thing? We need to be able to set them. We need to be able to close them. We need to be able to convince these people that our service or our product is the best for them and it's going to give them the most value. So sales and marketing are the fundamentals, right, to any online, how to make money online business. You need to know them. And the best way to learn these things is by doing them. Everyone will say, like, obviously I can give you so much fucking information on all these different strategies and all this different stuff, but realistically, you just gotta fucking do it. You know, you gotta try something, see where it fucked up, and then go again. It's simple, right? Probably 90% of you that are watching this right now, you're gonna take all the information I'm giving you throughout this video, and you're gonna go do nothing with it. And then maybe 4% will plan something out, you'll think of some master plan, and then do fucking nothing with it. And then there's probably 1%, I don't know how many percentages I'm up to right now, but there's probably 1% that might actually go start something, but then you'll fucking give up after 2 weeks, and there's another 1%, we'll fucking call it, that actually do something, that actually stick with it, and you're actually going to crush it. But you need to know sales and marketing. That's what makes this stuff go well. What I would suggest for all of you right now, because I don't know if this is all going over your head or this is an information spill and you're going, what the fuck's going on, Ethan? Like, what are you talking about, right? This is how simple it is. You need to learn sales and marketing. By marketing, I mean going viral on social media. By sales, I mean convincing people that your shit's the best for any type of business. There's influencers and businesses out there that are attached to a product. That might be through affiliate marketing. That might be through their own product. That might be a paid promotion. Doesn't matter, right? They're tied to some sort of product. Some people's digital product is just the content for themselves. For a paid sponsorship or something like that, where a brand reaches out to you and says, hey, can you make a video for me? Your digital product is your videos. That's the business you run. Content. Everything is tied to some sort of product, right? You just need to figure out how to get involved or how to give value to either businesses or get attention so businesses want you. Simple. For a lot of you guys watching this right now, I'm going to suggest the path that I took, right? I got into setting, and that was the first way I was able to leave my job. I was able to start making money because I was learning sales, I was getting it all down. I didn't have to put my face out there. It's not too scary. It's a super low barrier to entry job, and you can make anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 a week. From setting, once you get good, you're feeling confident, life's going great, and you want to make more, the next thing I would be moving up to is closing. Obviously, it's more commissions. It's a harder skill, but you're gonna get better at the skill, and that's the point of this stuff. Learning a real skill, getting really good at it, that's valuable to people. Once you become a good closer, you should be making anywhere between $10,000 a month to $30,000, $40,000 a month, easily, right? For a lot of people, they're happy with that. They're happy with being a good closer. They're happy with making money from their laptop. They like waking up, taking a few calls a day, then going off and doing whatever the rest they do. Go to the gym or go to the beach or, you know, go on a holiday, whatever, right? That's enough for some people. But some people obviously want to get into content. They want to be a creator. They want to have their own business, run their own shit, right? But this obviously requires a lot more skills because you need all of them together to make this all go around, right? To make this all go around, you need all the skills, because how are you meant to manage setters if you don't know sales? How are you meant to manage closers if you don't know sales? How are you meant to manage an editing team if you don't know how to edit yourself? How are you meant to think of good ideas and then manage people that think of ideas for you later if you don't know how to do it yourself? Okay, so you need to learn everything yourself and gather all the skills together as a business owner if you're gonna start this shit. So that's why I always tell, like, if your goals, I wanna make money, I want to go start my own shit, start with just the sales. Start with just the sales side. It's the easiest side. You're going to be able to get to your 30, 40K month goal, be really good, learn a real skill, and then from there you can pivot into the business side, pivot into the marketing, all that sort of shit, right? But learn that stuff first. If you really are only just keen with the social media side and making content, you don't want to learn sales, you don't want to learn any of that sort of stuff, that's fine. Right? That's fine. I have another video, I'm going to link another video down in the description where I go into complete detail about all the different ways people making money from social media, influencers, marketing, all that sort of stuff, how to grow a following, everything you need, right? In that video, it's super detailed, it's super great, because in this video, we're not really getting into the details, we're just making sure everyone understands make money online, the big magic word, right? The big scary word. From this video here, I do want to tell you, making money online is this amazing thing that gives you so much freedom. The internet has been a blessing over the last couple of days. It's been some people's curse though. Social media is one of the biggest opportunities for our generation. But if you use it wrong, you will stay distracted, you will stay consuming instead of creating, and realistically stay in your job forever. Like I said before, most of you guys are gonna do fuck all with this information. You're not gonna go watch those other videos I've linked. You're not gonna try anything. You're probably gonna wake up tomorrow and go back to work exactly, how you did today. For me, when I started this shit, I really struggled with guidance. Right? I was watching YouTube video after YouTube video, like I mentioned before. I was lost. I didn't have any guidance. I didn't have anyone to give me feedback. I'll try something, right? I don't know if it's the right thing. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. If it flops, I don't know what to think about or how to improve it, because I had no guidance. I had no community. I didn't know anyone else that was doing it because I was a dumb tradie out in FIFO trying to learn the shit by myself. So obviously I just invested in myself. I've talked about this before. I invested in a group, a training academy that taught me sales, taught me marketing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't expect most of you guys to figure this shit out by yourself. Why? Because I couldn't figure it out by myself. So what I'm gonna do is leave another link in the description where you can book in a call with them, have a chat, figure out if, a game plan on actually starting this shit. Only book this call if you're serious, okay? Don't go wasting time. They're not gonna fuck with you at all if you're wasting time. Be serious about this. Only book it if you want to start now, if you're actually thinking about changing your life, if you actually need help, okay? If you're actually lost. Because out of all the people I sort of see attacking this shit by themselves, trying to figure it out, two things happen, right? You either one, don't even give it a crack, or two, you do give it a crack, but it takes way longer than what it should have, and then you give up eventually anyway. That's just the harsh truth. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I'm not here to, let you cry on my shoulder and tell me how bad your life is, and then I'm gonna say, oh, it's okay, watch this YouTube video. It's a hard thing to do. Obviously, there's cases where you can go out and smash this shit by yourself. I've got a free boot camp as well where I run through pretty much every little bit of fucking information you need, but a lot of this stuff comes down to actually taking action, actually doing something, actually getting some feedback, failing, trying again, failing, trying to fix something, stepping out of your comfort zone, all these things. I'm not trying to discourage you from this make money online thing. It's the best thing I've ever done, and I'm never going back to the job site. But I want you to understand what you're getting yourself into so you can be as successful as possible. But that's pretty much me. Hopefully this video helped you understand everything a bit better, how everything works, all the different options that you have. Make sure you subscribe, otherwise I'll come kick your teeth in or something. I won't actually do that, but it'd be nice for you to subscribe. Leave a like, comment, give me some feedback. What do you want to learn next? All that sort of stuff so I can make a video on it and help serve you guys better. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bonjour cunts. Cheers.